Hey everybody, happy Monday. Hope you're all having a great Monday, vertical. Yeah, hope it's a vertical day. My friend Fritz, God rest his soul, he used to say that all the time. Every time he asked him what was wrong, or how he was doing. How you doing, Fritz? It's a vertical day. You know, okay. And I knew what it meant. He was a 4-time cancer survivor, type 1 diabetes, had macular degeneration, heart surgeries, kidneys, and he lived to be like 89 years old. One of the happiest people I've ever met in my life, and taught me a lot. So, especially about singing, and um, and yeah, that was something he used to say. I'm having a vertical day. But on that note, due to Facebook's algorithms, I was not allowed to post on Facebook for a week. I should say in Facebook groups. I couldn't comment. I couldn't post. I could like, but I wasn't allowed to because of the algorithm that they come up with to prevent spam. And okay, I understand it, but here's the thing: I'm not spamming anybody. I'm not taking your money. I'm not taking your members. I'm literally trying to help people. And in famous words that have been said over and over and over and over, no good deed goes unpunished. So this video that you're about to see is about how I set little goals to get through certain things. Now, I've been in a flare since, well, probably since last Tuesday, literally, for on and off vertigo, all kinds of stuff. I mean, the furthest I've driven a car has been to my church and back, and even that's been tough. And that's only not even a half a mile. So yeah, it's not been a banner week for me. I still don't feel all that right. I feel better today, but not like I should. And so watch this video. It shows you how I sometimes get through things when I have to get things done. It was a trick that was taught to me by my friend Gina Marie. And that's it. I hope you all have a spin-free day, and my dogs decided to stop jumping all over me while I was trying to make a video. Have a great day. And yes, I know I'm smiling and this and that, and on the outside I'm smiling. On the inside, I just want to go lie down. So that's it. I'll talk to you later. Have a great day. Bye. Hey everybody, good afternoon. Happy Wednesday. How y'all doing? You see the ashes on my head. I went to mass. I had to live stream Ash Wednesday services today at my church. So that's why you get the black spot. But today's not been such a banner day. And like I said, not every day is going to be a good day. Even taking supplements and things like that, you can still have these attacks, especially if you got one ear that is in constant motion and in a constant flare. So today's not been a tremendously great day. My balance has been way off. Came close to falling a couple of times. But, like I said before, sometimes you got to push yourself. Today was one of those days that I had to push myself to get mass out because they were depending on it. Now, I could have waited, texted, said, no, I'll do it tonight, blah, 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 blah. No, let's, while I'm motivated, while I'm going, while I can focus on something different than my symptoms, my disease, let me go do this. And I'm not sitting here saying this to as a religious thing. I'm not. But it's one of those things. It's just, okay, you got to do it. Let's talk your way through, get through the anxiety, get through the self live stream, get through all this stuff, and then you can go home and rest. And that's what I did. It was like, okay, I got here. Okay, I set up my microphone, I set up my camera. Okay, I set up the live feed. Let's get through the mass now. And the mass is over. Okay, let's get through breaking everything down. Okay, breaking everything down. Let's get back to home. And let's get the thing going on the computer so I can edit it and repost it, because that's what I do with the live streams from my church. That way people get credits and this and that. I know there's a way of typing all that stuff in before. I just don't have the time. I don't have the equipment. The internet over there is crappy, and I'm not having them spend $5,000 to run a cable over so I could do a live feed the proper way. And I don't have thousands of dollars to just shuttle out and buy all this controls pads and stuff. And I mean, that's a keyboard, but there's a whole system you can set up, and it's like 10 grand. I don't have that kind of money for that, and I don't want them spending it. I mean, just do it simple and easy, and everybody's happy. But it was one of those things where I literally had to talk my way through it. And yeah, I still don't feel all that great right now. I really don't. I mean, I don't even know why I'm making a video. Probably just to keep my content going and things like that. Maybe somebody's struggling like I am today. And so maybe that might help them. I mean, I learned my friend Gina a long time ago, Gina Marie, who I founded groups with. I was having an extremely bad attack, and I was 50 miles from home. This is when I was working. I was 50 miles from home, and it hit. I pulled in a parking lot. I got on the phone with her. I was almost in tears because I'm like, I can't sit in this parking lot all day and wait for this thing to pass and blah, 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 blah. So she got me calmed down. And then it was like, okay, this is what we're going to do. You're going to get out of the parking lot, get back on the road. You're going to get to the next light. Okay. And we just talked to me all the way home. Okay, how much further are you now? 45 miles. Okay, you got to get another 5 miles down the road. I'll stay on the phone with you. And, with Bluetooth and all that, I didn't have to hold the phone in my hand. So it was, okay, you're at this point, let's get to this point, and let's get to this point. And finally, I realized I was home. I was still sick. I was still stumbling. I think at that point, my daughter Erin was home, and I had to have her help me get out of the car. But she got me, one, focused on something other than my vertigo attack, and two, was able to get me to the point A to get home safely. And I stayed on the phone, and it was scary. I mean, it was white knuckle driving. I really shouldn't have been driving, but I was so far away from home, I didn't want somebody driving to come get me, leave my car in a parking lot where I don't even know what's going to happen there. And I did it. If I got really bad, yeah, I should have just called 911. But this was a few years ago, and she got me home. She got me home just by focusing on talking to her, and sure, driving actually was a little easier at this point, because I was able to focus on something other than my Meniere's attack and worrying if I was going to hit somebody. All of a sudden, I wasn't worried about whether I was going to hit somebody. Car was going straight. She kept talking. I kept talking, and then by the time I got home, I was home. I was still sick, but I was home. So it works, and it's worked for me in the past too, because now I do it myself if I'm stuck somewhere. Not that I do a lot of driving. I drive to Walgreens and back, or Price Chopper and back, or Target and back, and they're all within a mile or two. But if I'm still not feeling good, like this morning, okay, get in the shower, see how you feel when you get out of the shower. Okay, got out of the shower, I got dressed. Okay, I'm dressed and showered. Okay, let's get to the church. Get to the church. I still don't feel all that great, but I'm here. Okay, let's get in the church. All right, let's set up. All that yada yada. I just went through about 4 minutes ago. So if you take your time and you set these little goals, that's why the other day I reposted a video of little steps. Okay, but if you set these little goals, you accomplish them, and then you can accomplish more, and you can accomplish more, and you can accomplish more. Believe me, it does work. Because sometimes you got to play a game. You got to play the game, because there is no cure of this. If you have Meniere's disease, there's no cure. I'm sorry, there isn't. Are there other things that can cause vertigo? Yeah, I mean, I saw a post today where the guy went to one of these doctors that finds the solution of why you're having this problem and does all kinds of tests. And yeah, he had mold poisoning, he had some mercury poisoning, and some other things that they found. So of course, that's going to take, he's probably getting vertigo from that. Lyme disease can cause vertigo and tinnitus as well. So he found all these things that were wrong with him, and he addressed every one of them, and now he's fine. He's not getting vertigo. Tinnitus is minimal, blah, 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 blah. Well, he probably doesn't have Meniere's disease. His hearing came back too, which is wonderful. And I'm happy for the guy, I really am. I'm not knocking him at all. I'm not at all. But do you see what I'm saying? There are other things that can cause Meniere's disease, and his doctor found the root of that problem. Now, I've had all those tests myself, believe it or not. I've had the Lyme test and mold test and all that stuff. And I don't have any of that. But you know what? God bless him, because he's able to go back to being functional and being productive worker or whatever. There are things out there that cause vertigo that aren't Meniere's disease or vestibular migraines or BPPV. So, God bless him. I think that's awesome that he was able to find the root of the problem, and what it really wasn't Meniere's. So that's awesome. It's great news for that gentleman, and I applaud him. I really do. So, when you're in a flare like I've been in for the last few weeks, like I was telling my brother the other day, and I know I mention my brother a lot. He's really cool. I love my brother. I really do. But I was mentioning the other day, I feel the fluid coming right out of my ears, that infralactic coming out of the tube in my ear and running down my head. And he was like, wow, yeah, it might be an ear infection. I'm like, yeah, it could be, but I doubt it. I do have antibiotic drops. And so, yeah, I'm using it. I was using it, and I don't think it was an ear infection. It was eruption because I had that vertigo type of thing going on. So, but yeah, I mean, he's just everything can be different, Vertigo, like I said, there's many different things that can cause vertigo, and it's not just Meniere's or vestibular or anything. Lyme disease is one of them that can cause vertigo. It can cause tinnitus. Because Lyme disease affects your nervous system. Believe it or not, it actually goes for the nervous system, and it stays with you unless you get, on, I think it's doxycycline. Generally will take care of it, but it's like 3 or 4 months of taking these antibiotics that help with the Lyme disease. So on that note, I've already made a 9-minute video, and I just want to tell you how my day was going. That's all. I know I'm smiling on the outside, but on the inside, all I want to do is crawl back into bed and go to sleep. So I will talk to you all later. Have a great day. Take care.